Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I've got a Your Creative Studio unboxing and project share for you today. So I've opened up the box and let's have a look and see what is inside. It looks to me as if it's a postal theme. As always, I'll leave the link to this particular box in the description box below for you. But let me just open it out, pop this to one side, and let's just check out the contents. Here we have some cling stamps. I like these a lot. We've got the hand holding the postage letter here. Let's see if I can get rid of that glare, and a postage stamp here. Would help if I had it the right way up. So we've got those. So two more postage stamps. Aren't these pretty? Those are gorgeous. I like those. Oh, this glare is a pain, isn't it? So I will do my best. We also have some washi tape. Let's see if I can open this. Let me just hold this up for you. This is one of these with a backing on it. You can see that at the end it's rather sticky. But it's a lovely design, so I will look forward to using that. So we've got quite a large pattern run. I think it starts again here. I like that. Got a small pack of papers. Let's have a look and see what we've got inside here. I like the packaging as always as well, and for any of you who followed me for a long time, you know that I like to use these. But we've got various sizes. Aren't these gorgeous? Really nice, pretty designs. It looks as if we've got two of each. Isn't that gorgeous? So we've got various sizes here, some smaller ones here as well, some faux envelopes by the looks of things, some ones with the postal stamp on it, and then some smaller pieces of paper as well. We have another cling stamp. Blimey, we've got lots of cling stamps in this set here today. Let's have a look and see what's inside this one. Oh, another two. So we've got this design. It goes that way up. Let's have a look and see if I can get rid of that that glare. This is just the protective layer. And also this image here. I'll stamp these out just so that you can see what these look like on paper. Whoops, I've just knocked my camera. We've got a little box of what look like stickers. Oh, so we've just got various colours and designs of little stamps here. Isn't that one lovely? Republic of India. So, yep, lots of those for us to play with. Another pack of papers. Quite a thick pack as well. Oh, it's one of these little booklets with lots of different designs in it probably, but again carrying on this lovely postal theme and letters. They're in all different orientations, but just quickly flicking through here, they're all flying all over the place. You can see the kinds of design elements that we've got going on here. Let's just turn those around the right way up. So some lovely scripts on these, very pretty. Got another pack of ephemera. I always love it when they're tied up with this beautiful jute string. So we've got a doily on this one here. Let me just see if I can get this off without destroying anything. This is in a kind of glassine type bag. So we've got this lovely doily that we can use. And how does this open? Let's take this out as well. Get rid of that because of the glare. And we've got a whole mix of different types of papers here. So we've got some of these vellum type sticker papers. Again, it looks as if we've got two of each design. Let me just move those out of the way. Yeah, lots of vellum type stickers. I love these floral ones. Lots of different themes, cafe, chocolat pâté et sirop. Gosh, that was my terrible French. But look, yeah, some of these are just really lovely, aren't they? Lots of different types of stickers and things for us to use. So those all look as if they're vellum stickers. Then we've got these, which are just regular thin paper. So yeah, we've got these, great for using, you know, for collage elements. I like that one. Isn't that lovely? Yep, so we've got lots of these in different sizes, some tag shaped ones here. I like that one. So yep, lots of these smaller ones, some square ones. We've also got these ones here as well. I think these are stickers. So lots of different elements here. They're in all different orientations. Let's see if I can sort these out. Oh gosh, lordy. And then some more papers. I like that. Isn't that lovely? I like the colours on this one here. Some more letters and things. That's a larger version of one of the stickers that I liked. I like this as well. So we've got these, a map image to play with as well, and a postcard. We have another clear stamp set. I like these in the little CD cases. I think they're really easy to store. They print out beautifully as well. So let me just show you this. We have some... Are these stickers or rub-ons? Well, these are stickers as well. The Your Creative Studio own design. I love these floral ones here. We've got these landscape ones. Beautiful. I like those. We have another Your Creative Studio sticker set here as well. Oh, we've got little circles and all kinds of things going on here. So these are the ones that you just peel up. We do have some rub-ons, rub-on transfer stickers. I love the rub-ons, absolutely beautiful. Let's see how many different designs we've got in this particular set. Again, we've got the lovely packaging, which is just really nice to use. Nice, you know, cardstock first to use for tags and things. We've got 3 sheets here, and they're all absolutely beautiful. I love them. That one there. And then this one here, and then of course the little rubby doodah for us to put them onto either paper or fabric. I just love using rub-ons on fabric. And then finally we've got the paper pack, which we get in most of the boxes. So this contains 6 sticker papers, 6 vellum papers, 6 art papers and 6 patterned papers. Let's have a look at the various designs that we've got going on here. So again, the beautiful packaging, which is really nice to use in your projects. And then let me just create a space just so that I can show you what the papers look like. So we've got this one here, and the designs repeat themselves on each of the types of paper. These are beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Very, very nice. And then this one here. And then we've got the same designs on the vellum paper. So we've got six of those. And then the sticker. Oh no, this is the patterned paper, which has sort of a grainy effect. This is always my favourite. I just absolutely love the texture of it. Then the thinner paper here. So yeah, lots of beautiful things for us to play with. So let's start doing something with this beautiful box of goodies here. Now, as you can see, I've decided to make myself a brand new journal. This is exactly the same method I've used for my last 2 journals. I've got half a dozen or so pages left to fill in this one here, but they're mainly floral or bird themed. And I just felt that the mailing theme of this pack just wasn't quite suitable, and decided it was a good opportunity to start a new journal. Of course, I will fill the pages in this one here with boxes that I open in the future. Of course, true to form, here comes Louis. Let me just go and feed him and I'll be straight back. Now for this one here, I've used picture framing mount board. You don't have to use that. You could use cereal box. You could use the back of a mixed media or watercolour pad. For the first ever Your Creative Studio journal I made, I used packaging like this, and this is what a pair of pillow slips were wrapped in. So this is just the packaging from that. Here's that first journal. You can see the ridges here, and I really like that effect. So at the end of the day, just use whatever cardboard you have on hand. You don't have to use what I have. I will share the link to a video in the description box below showing the whole process of making this from start to finish, bit by bit. But all I did was cut myself a front and a back cover, 8 inches by 5.5 inches, and a spine which is 8 inches by 1 3/4 inches. I left a very small gap, about, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. You need to leave just a little bit of a gap, otherwise when you add your covering, everything will just tear. So you need a little bit of a gap. I covered everything with glue stick, any glue stick of your choice. I use Scotch in this case, and then some PVA glue, and I covered it with Amazon packaging. Weighted it down underneath a heavy book, just for a few minutes, 5 minutes or so, just for, you know, the glue to stick, and for the glue to dry. Then trimmed around the edges, I don't know, about an inch around the edges, mitered my corners, wrapped everything over as if you were you know, packaging a gift, and then added another piece which was, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 1/4 of an inch shy, just to cover up all the messy bits, and that's what it looks like on the inside. So everything is nice and neat. I've used these metal corner rounders which I really like. I'll leave the link to these in the description box below, and then you can see I've just added some linen just on one side. There's nothing in the middle here, it's just on the outside, and this is natural linen by Elegance, and it's 4 inches wide, and I just cut myself a piece slightly longer than I needed, glued it down again with glue stick and PVA glue, and just trimmed the edges. You can see I've got a couple of glue stains, not particularly worried about that. Most of that will be covered up anyway when I add my design for the front and back cover. As you can see, I've pulled out some of these smaller bits from the ephemera packs, and I'm going to make myself a collage board, a masterboard, whatever we want to call it. And I'm going to try my hardest not to overthink this. So let me just put some of these to the side. Let's have a look. How are we doing? If I move my piece of paper over here perhaps, and then I'm just going to try and willy-nilly just put some of these bits and pieces down, not overthinking what I'm doing with them. Some of these that are a bit more patterned, I'm just going to do away with. I do want some that are more plain, perhaps, so that we can overlap these. And I'm just going to see what kind of a pattern collage I can come up with. Let's have a look and see what we can do with this. I love this one here with all of the postage marks on it. I think that's gorgeous, and perhaps we can have another one of those over here. We can repeat them, or perhaps not. Maybe we can save that for another project. Let's have a look. What can we do? We can have some under and over, and I'm just going to keep doing this to try and fill this page. Oh gosh, this is so hard to do on camera, and so hard not to overthink where you're putting things, but honestly it doesn't really matter. And also just be mindful of the orientation as well. Have them going in different orientations, because I think that really adds to the effect. Let's have one of these maybe. In fact, if we have it this way round, we'll see more of the pattern, perhaps. Oh gosh, these are going flying everywhere. I want that one underneath. And what I will do, once I've come up with a layout that I really like, I shall take a photograph of it, because I'll never remember otherwise where I want things to go. And then glue everything down. And this will form the base of my masterboard. And you see, I love this one here as well. How shall we do this? Yeah, I like those two colours together. And I'm just going to keep going. I've got a whole pile of these. I think we've already used one of those, haven't we? But that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if we're using more than one of them. Yeah, because I love this one here as well. Let's try and tuck that one under there. This is coming together really nicely. I love this. I love the colours. Absolutely beautiful. You see, this one here just doesn't go with the design that I've got going on. So, you know, I'm going to discard that. I like this. We could have that maybe over the top there. Love this one, which I'm going to perhaps put upside down and slide underneath. Doesn't really matter what orientation they go in, and I quite like it when they're all in different orientations. I like it when you've got a mixture of the different colour schemes as well, which this allows. This is just beautiful. I love this. Oh gosh, only a couple more left now to fill the space. Just try and slide that one over. I'm going to have to do a bit of jiggery pokery, as you can see, but that's okay. And then we just need one more, don't we? How about this one? And how does that look? Well, that was quite easy, wasn't it? But I do like the way that looks. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to grab my camera off my tripod now, take a photograph of it. And yeah, I feel as if I want to take this one out here because it's a bit too plain, and maybe swap it. Oh gosh, no, I've messed everything up, and maybe swap it for this one here. Just because I love the postage stamp that's on that one. Something like this. So here we go. I've played around with my papers. I'm pretty happy with this type of layout. I'm going to take a photograph of it now and try and glue something down similar to this. It won't look exactly the same, but you know, this will just give me a guideline. So, you know, hopefully we'll end up with something fairly similar. So here we go. This is what I've got. I've taken a photograph of this. I'm going to attempt to glue everything down. It won't look exactly the same, but you know, that doesn't matter. This is just a guideline to, you know, show me roughly where I wanted the various elements to go, but I'm happy with this. Well, this is what I've got so far. I like it. I do want to add some more detail. I thought we could add some of these stamps. So let's have a look and see if we can get some of these to stick. They're hit and miss, to be honest. Not sure whether that's going to work, but what I will do, hope that you can see this, is just add some ink. I'm using Stays On in Jet Black. So let's just make sure that we've got plenty of ink on there. Where do I want this to go? I think about here. And I'm just going to use my stamp block then just to press this down. Leave it for a second or two just for the ink to grab. Fingers crossed. Oh, that's just lovely. So we've got the first one. What do I want to do next? We've got some lovely stamps here. Hang on, let me just show you what else we've got. We've got this one. We've got some of these as well, which are absolutely beautiful. So let me just have a think about what I might want to use next. Maybe this one here. So again, let's just use the stamp pad. Make sure we press this down, get plenty of ink on, and make sure I get this the right way up as well. So let's just rub that around. I'm not sure whether that's the right thing to do and whether it's good for my stamp block or not, but hey ho, and we'll have that there, I think. So again, let's just press this down. And so I'm just going to add a few of these stamped images just to add more detail to my page. Oh, not so good, but there we go. I think sometimes you've got to prime these images first. But yeah, it's just adding more detail. I might go off and just prime my stamps first before I go any further. I've taken the time to stamp these out. They're beautiful. Really good quality stamped images, especially these ones here. These were the ones that were in the CD case. I love these. As I've said, so easy to store. Really like this postcard stamp. So let's have a look and see what we can use here. Which ones do I like? I really like this one here. So that's that one. So let's stamp this one. Where do I want that one to go? I think here. I'm just going to stamp some of these images on here just to, you know, fill in some of the gaps. That's perfect. Love that. So that's that one. What else shall we use? I just love these ones here. I'm going to use this one here as well. Let's have a go with this one. I don't think it needs to be in any type of orientation. Let's just go for it. Don't even think about it, Nina. Just go for it. Don't overthink it. Yep, love that. In fact, we can have another one of those over here as well. I'm just going to stamp a few of these images. Well, of course, in true Nina Ribena style, I've gone mad with my stamping, but I just love how this looks. Really busy, but it's cohesive. So what I want to do is just add one final layer. I've got some of these transparent stickers here that I want to glue down. So let's have a look. What shall we do with these? Try not to overthink it, Nina. Just, you know, just plonk these down. Maybe one there. Oh, I don't know. Where are these going to go? Just to try and cover up some of these spaces. I did cut one of these circles in half so that I could perhaps have one here and one down here. I don't know. I just need to have a play around with this and just see where these might go. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how this has turned out. But I've got no idea where I want to go from here. I know that I want to use it as some kind of a background for my cover. So, you know, for instance, I could cut it here and then find some kind of focal image. I could do the same on the back, maybe use the other part of it. I don't know, I need to put my thinking cap on and take my time to think about where I want to go next. So I'll be back soon to share with you what I've decided to do with my front and back cover of my journal using this Masterboard. I may well have made a couple more since then as well. I just love this pack. I think it's just so versatile. Having pondered, I think I know what I want to do. I think I want to use some of these rub-ons here. I absolutely love the butterfly. I love the dragonfly as well, and also the bird, but I think the butterfly and dragonfly go better together. I've had an accident with this one here. It got stuck. It opened up and got stuck in between one of the background cards of one of the packs, and so unfortunately I've lost some of these. I can't find it. It's here on my desk somewhere, but you know, it doesn't matter. I will be able to use it, but just a word of warning, these are really, really sticky, and you know, once they've stuck down to something, you cannot get them off. So I think I am going to apply a couple of these to some pieces of fabric so that I've got a front and a back cover. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of some of these strands out of the way. Now, what does this measure? It's the same Elegance Natural linen, but this one is slightly narrower, so about 2.5 inches, I would say. And so what I want to do, which one shall we go for? I think I'll do the butterfly and the dragonfly. So I'm just going to cut these out just to avoid having any more accidents and wasting anything. I love these images though, they're absolutely beautiful. And so what you do with this is you take the backing off and then apply it to your paper or fabric or whatever it is you are using. See if I can centralize this. Don't overthink it, Nina. There or thereabouts. Now, what have I done with that little tool that came with the pack just to burnish everything down? Bear with me, it is. So I'm just going to burnish this down now onto my fabric. I just think these look so lovely on fabric. So I'm just going to keep going. You can check just to see whether it's grabbed to the fabric just by pulling gently up. And you see this one has. There we go. And then I'm just going to go gently over it again. And then we can just cut. These aren't my fabric scissors. These ones will do. These are good scissors here. And then, oh gosh, that wasn't a very straight line, was it? Good grief. And then I'm just going to pull some strands just to fray it to match the left and right hand edge. We need a few more here as well. And then I think I'm going to leave that at the bottom for the time being because I've got a couple of quotes, those metal quotes that I've used on my previous journals. Hang on, I'll show you one in a second. Let me just pull these strands off. And again, you know, like here where it's a bit skewiff, I can cut that if I want to, just to make it a bit straighter. Not that it really matters. But there we have it. I've got some of these Tim Holtz quotes. I'll see if I can find a link to these in the description box below. But I pulled out 3. We've got here, live in the moment. Now, will that fit on there? Yes, it will. The journey awakens the soul and enjoy the journey. So I've got those that I can use. I really like how that looks. And what I'm thinking is that I can cut a piece of this out to add to the front and another one for the back. I can add one of these quotes. Which one do I think I like the best? enjoy the journey. I think I like The Journey Awakens the Soul, and have this on the front cover. Let me just show you what I did before. This was the previous one. So I want to make another one of these using that dragonfly. So let's just do that. I'm going to have to straighten this piece of fabric up, because of course that's the bottom end of where I cut it all skewiff. So let's do this to start off with. My voice has gone all croaky. I've been talking too much for too long. Excuse me. Right, here we go. So let's get rid of those bits. And then I'm going to do the same again with the dragonfly. Of course, this one will be a little bit smaller. So again, let me just cut this out, just so that I don't spoil any of the other rub-on stickers. In fact, what I'll do on this one as well is cut it so that the border is more or less even, because I just find that easier to judge when it's actually on the fabric. Pull this off. Be really careful with this. And I think about there. And again, I'm just going to rub this down until it sticks. Now I have these two beautiful embellishments, and I am thinking that I'm going to use the top left-hand side of my masterboard and the bottom right-hand side. And so I'm just going to go away now and cut myself some pieces that will hopefully fit the front and back cover of my journal. My finished embellishments for the front and back cover of my journal. Absolutely love these. What I do want to do is just attach this to the fabric. What I'll do first actually is I've got some walnut stain distress ink. Yeah, distress oxide. I'm just going to go all the way around the border just to get rid of any of the white patches that I've got on here. And I'm just going to secure this with some of these, not eyelets, what do you call these? Brads. I think these are probably the right size. So again, I'll just fiddle around with this. I've got my pokey tool. I think I'll have it about there. Got my pokey tool, which I saw a second ago. Everything's now buried. Here we go. So I'll just put a hole there and there, and just thread this through. Lost my hole now. Oh gosh, I'll go off camera and do this, but you see what I mean. So I'm just going to glue these down, and I'm just going to use a tiny amount of this PVA glue. Reason I'm not using my art glitter glue is because it's just died on me. It's completely clogged up. I think I need to water it down with a little bit of water. I don't know, I'll have to have a play around with that, but to be honest, this glue here is quite good. It's quite effective, and this is neutral pH Line Co. I don't think it was expensive. It was just one that I probably purchased from Amazon. So I'm going to use a bit of glue stick in the center as well. Glue stick works really well, I find, on fabric. And where that bar is, I'm just going to add just a little bit across there. Let's add some more here, and I'm hoping that this isn't going to seep through. We'll see. If it does, it does. Let me just wipe my hand. So I'm going to place that there like that. Isn't that gorgeous? I really like how that looks. Sorry, my jewelry's rattling. Yeah, very, very happy with that. And I'm going to glue the other one down in exactly the same way as well. I've also burnished these down with my bone folder just to make sure that everything is stuck nicely. And I'm just going to glue them, one on the front and then this one here on the back. So here it is. Here's my finished journal cover. It's slightly off center, which I'm really, really sad about. Oh gosh, but it was just stuck and there was just no way of me being able to wiggle it into the right position. But hey ho, hopefully it's not too noticeable. Maybe if I hadn't said anything that you wouldn't even have noticed, I don't know. But that's the front, and then we've got the back. I've put the date as well, 24th of October 2025, and then I've got these 3 pieces left from the Masterboard as well, which I can use to go inside. I need to decide what I'm going to do with my signature, so I'll be back with a part 2 because I've got some ideas as to how we can use some of the other papers as well to incorporate some pages into this. But you know, I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe it's given you some inspiration as to how to use this box if you have it, or you know, other similar items that you've got in your stash. So if you've enjoyed today's video, as always, I'd very much appreciate a thumbs up. Do of course let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm thinking that, you know, for these as well, maybe floral images would work really well, floral stickers to decorate some of these pieces. I don't know, I'll have to have a think about what I might want to do with these, but thoroughly enjoyed this kit, and I will leave the link to it in the description box below, together with a discount code. So that just leaves me to say thanks as always for watching. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.